What has impacted me the most this week is probably the movie Porter. It was very inspiring. I actually got choked up over that. And my 30-day commitment is to learn the objections, how to overcome them on the introductory and then on the closing. So 2 a week. Obviously, I didn't know those as well as I should have.
Congratulations. And all of us got to watch Matt this week. I was anxious to meet him. I'd met his dad when he came here and sat over on this side of the room at 101. His dad's having one heck of a week and has already won his shirt and is working on his $100 gift card as we speak. Hope that he'll get that. But you are a spitting image of him in so many ways. He trained you well, and I hope that you respect him. I know that you do. Man, I appreciate your feedback this week. You were the leader that I was hoping to. There's a great sense of maturity about you. We got to have a discussion, and Matt was just open and honest and upfront with me. And he said, I pretty much only call on farmers, and some of this stuff I don't do. But he told me this, last night in my room I spent 2 hours. So if you call on me, I'm consistent with what everybody else has been doing. And that's a real sign of leadership to me, and Matt, I thank you.
I'm Steve Blickendorfer, and I think probably of the dozens of things that I think affected me the most was the fact that when you put them all together was the motivational side. Just giving me a sense of purpose out there, you know. There's hundreds of different things I know I need to work on, but it's the motivation to go out and actually tackle the job. And a part of my 30-day commitment, and I really struggle with this because there's a lot of things I need to do better, but the planning side was non-existent, quite honestly. And so my 30-day commitment is to start each morning with a specific plan done the night before. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'd just like to say this about Steve. It was a joy to get to spend some time with you. And that guy is a strong leader. Every time we met, he was just spot on, getting the work done, and had great ideas and a lot of energy. I know you're going to have an awesome month, and I look forward to seeing your career.
I came to this organization in December of, actually January of this year, and I didn't know what to expect. I'd been in a different career for 23 years. We had some personal changes that took place in our lives that required us to transition out of that particular responsibility, and I was recommended to investigate the National Federation of Independent Business. And in that transition, it was commented to me several times how it will mirror the organization which we're at right now and which I'd be departing from in so many ways. And I found that interesting and perhaps a little difficult to believe. And again, I come from such a great organization that handles things in such a quality fashion. But what impacted me the most in the context of what was shared with me in light of where I'd be in this organization and what this organization was like was when we were dealing with attitude and motivation. And I saw a man impart his soul. And I commented to one of our fellow students that you rarely see something like that in corporate America. You rarely see a man willing to impart his soul, as it talks about. And usually it comes with trust. Trust comes with getting to know somebody and knowing that that information you're going to share with them, as personal as it may be, won't be used against them. To the point where you're willing to bare your soul, your heart, your life, pour it out there so that you know that the goal that's set before you is attainable. That no one's a prima donna here. No one comes into this organization having, special gifts that entitle them to sell more and be more successful than somebody else. It shows a man who's brought to his knees in his personal life and is willing to take the step forward in his professional life to maintain the integrity necessary to succeed. I had never seen that before. And it doesn't mean that the whole week was absolutely perfect for me in my perception of things. It doesn't matter. The principles that were set forth are what I'll take home with me and what I'll agree with. And I really do appreciate you sharing your soul and imparting that like that, because it's not easy. But it leaves me with indelible impressions to know that there are certain steps to take to be successful in this organization and really carry forth the mission. And I know that you all have definitely become dear to me in terms of getting to know all of you in this last number of days. So thanks for all you're doing for NFIB, and thanks so much for letting us be a part of this class. Oh, my commitment is to 10 presentations a day, 10 to 12 presentations a day, 8 to 10 hours per day in the field, Tim Conley.
Obviously, we all recognize that Greg has a lot of passion and is a wonderful speaker. Personally, I've got a chance to spend some time with him, and he was very transparent and very genuine and real. And I know that you've shared with me how just in the last few days how committed you are to going home and doing some awesome things. And again, I look forward to seeing you and Steve both just kill it this month. So we'll have fun keeping up with each other.